Well, first of all, voter ID laws are put in place to make sure we don't have voter fraud. The way a lot of states construct their voter ID laws is that, in fact, you need to get some official kind of state identification, a license or a very specific voter identification card in order to vote. A lot of people, especially people of lower incomes, don't have driver's licenses, don't have access to the places where you can get voter IDs. In fact, may not even know that voter ID laws exist till they try to register to vote. The real problem is that you can be registered to vote, and then for some reason, generally related to things that occur with lower income, you don't have that ID when you show up at the ballot box. So it disenfranchises people who are actually registered to vote, or keeps them from registering to vote, lowering voter turnout. The people that are most affected by this threat are lower income individuals because, again, they're the people that don't have access maybe to driver's licenses. They're the ones who don't have access to knowledge about the law. And as a result, what we see in terms of voter turnout, the people who turn out tend to be older, they tend to be better educated, they tend to be richer, and in fact, poorer, less educated people are less likely to vote. And one of the great impacts of that is we don't hear what they want to say, and what they want and would like our government to do never gets registered because they can't vote. Unfortunately, a lot of times in many places, race can be related to poverty. And it's really, if you went to Appalachia, for example, there'd be a lot of white people who would be disenfranchised because of their poverty and lack of knowledge of voter ID laws. But since in this country there is a racial divide also based on skin color that impacts poverty, yes, I would say that probably disproportionately more people of color are impacted by these voter ID laws than not. What's historically been done is that people have, in a variety of states, have fought voter ID laws. So in Pennsylvania, for example, right now you can't be compelled to show your ID in order to vote. Unfortunately, that's basically it. Protest, petition, trying to get government to change their laws or not put those laws into effect. Oh, sure. Again, if you're white and you're less educated and you have less income, then you're less likely to vote. And one of those factors is that you're less likely to have an ID as well. So again, once again, unfortunately, in the United States, a lot of poverty is also tied to racial identification. But that doesn't mean whites aren't impacted by that. It's how you yourself see yourself. Do you see yourself as African American? Do you see yourself as Caucasian? Do you see yourself as Polynesian, as American Indian? We ourselves in the United States are able to identify who we are. In most courses that I teach, I have a component on voter participation, voter registration laws, the importance of voting, the importance of your vote counting, and in fact getting registered. And at this point, if that means having the proper documentation to take to the polls, I instruct them on that as well. Get out and vote. That's what I want to add. Get out and vote. Have your voice heard.